Good morning, everyone. What we all got here? Jerry Mitchell. Wattage Live Craps Scott. We got Glenn Heckler. Brian Flegel, Mad Dog. So yesterday only 4 PSOs. I forget what I did yesterday for I only threw one come out 7. And I didn't do any PSOs yesterday. And if I did, it was only one of them. But it was only three shooters yesterday. 3632. 4-7. Come out 7. Six, 3, 2 again. It's for the purge. 5-3. 5-3-8. 5-1-3. Chintzy throw. 1-3-4. Big Joe. 2-1. 2-3. 5-6. 3-5-3-6. Morning, Joel. Six, 4, 10. 2-6-2-4. 5-2. Switch over to that other one. 7. Seen a lot of 7s already. 3-2, 3-6. I know I'm hard to look at, Jen, and I know that, but you don't have to go to the ER because of me. I hope everything's all right. 3-2, 3-6. 3-1-4. 2-3-2-1. Coach Joe, good morning. For Mama. We got Derek checking in. We got Frida checking in. That's awesome. A lot of people today. 2-3-2-1. Place one on top of each other. 1, 5, 6. One, 4, 5. Matt Hatter, good morning. Four, 3, 7. Stick with one set here. 2, 3, 6. Four, 3, 7 again. Wow. I don't know what we're gonna do today. Cousin 2, cousin 1 are all throwing 7s. Maybe we'll start off with an all 7 set today. We'll see. Gonna do Crapsee here. Let's do like 1 or 2 throws here with the all winners sets here and see what happens. 5, 4, 2, 3. Magic aces. That's loud. There you go. Fairly better. One more throw here. 5, 4, 2, 3. Ace up. Five. I think we're gonna start off with that today. Start off with the winner set. Whoa! And I just took my camera out. Let's get that fixed before we start the show. That hasn't happened for a long time. I don't think that's ever happened at all. That's one of the downfalls of having a camera on top of your table. There we go. Hopefully that'll work. Let's get the show started here. If that's anything to show how the show's gonna go. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 457 of the Level Up program and day number 167 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue-collar craps style of playing. On the YouTube side of things, we got Jerry Mitchell checking in number 1, and I'll go through a couple of these comments in a little bit here. We got Wattage Live Craps, that would be Scott. We got Glenn Heckler, and we got Brian Flegel. We got Mad Dog. I've not seen you here for a while, my friend. We got 208 Craps Joel, Justice Jen, who spent the night in the ER with her mom. So I hope she is doing better. We got Coach Joe. We got Derek Blackburn, Frida, and we got Mad Hatter. Coffee Land. Wow, we got quite the crew in here. And we got Trey Two Wheel Paradise. Good morning to everybody here. So I'm going to kind of go back in our chat a little bit here. Jerry's talking about how he made mucho money yesterday on the 2 big rolls. We had 3 shooters yesterday. One not so huge, but then we had 2 in the mid to high 20s yesterday. And we did hit the ATS, so he said he made a lot of money on that ATS. So, and he said he took everything down pretty much after the ATS, and then I think Wadded said he did the same thing. But anyhow, let's go down here. Let's see what else we got going on. A lot of chats here, which is not normal for me this early in the show, so I really appreciate that. Matt Hatter says, wouldn't it be nice to warm up on a craps table? And this is one of the things here why I do the practice on a daily basis and why I'm trying to interpret the dice really fast. And that's going to be coming up on our second degree black belt level. Once we get to over 10,000 throws on a black belt, we'll switch over to the second degree black belt level. And that's one of the things we're going to be working on at that time is interpreting your dice and then making the switches that are necessary to get a longer roll or more a roll that doesn't have the 7 showing up quite as much to end the roll. So just so you guys know, that is one of the things that we are doing. So warm up on a table now is nice, but once you get that skill set down, then hopefully what you could do is make those switches on the dice sets a little bit faster and a little bit more consistently. So as far as the bankroll and everything goes, everybody, hey, we got some massive numbers on Crapsee right now because we had 3 days in a row where we had some pretty huge shooters here. We got 93,000 is number 1. We got 61,000, 31,000, 2,000, whatever. You know, the list goes on. We started this table off at a $4,000 bankroll. It's unlimited rebuys. I'm up $5,300, so I've more than doubled my bankroll net already. Guys, play however you want. It's awesome that you're making all this money, but remember, we are promoting blue collar craps here. And even though I am using a larger bankroll here, I'm still promoting the blue collar craps philosophy. So I'm only using a certain percentage of my bankroll. Once I get to that 10% win goal, we get off the table, we cash in, we go to the cage, you know, all that type of stuff. But you know, our starting bankroll today is going to be $9,334. We have a win goal of 933. So that's 10% of the bankroll. And we have a stop loss of 1,400. So if I was to lose 1,400 in a real casino, I would get off the table. We are coming in with 57 wins today and 19 losses. So Glenn says that's better. Yeah, I kept on saying your last name there. I figured that was you, Glenn. But anyhow, let's get her started here. We got 18 people on Crapsee. You got 22 people watching on YouTube, 8 likes already. And we are going to be moving on to level 7 today. So we finally graduated up to the next level, and I'll explain it to you guys as we go forward here. So let's go all bets set here. We're going to start off with the 5-4-2-3 dice set, the all winner set. And just so you guys know, I was reading in the Craps Nation Skype group this morning, and Blackburn's going to be going on a cruise coming up, and he's offering that anybody wants to go on a cruise that they can book the same one that he's beyond. He only excluded one person from going. Good morning, K Fisher. So let's go all bets set here. Shooter number 1, 5-4-2-3, dice out. And we're going to start it off with a 3-2-5. That is the Justice 5. So Jen was early today, so let's start it off with her number. So 3-2-5, let's mark that point of 5 using a 5-4-2-3 dice set. And I got to get into that screen now. It's a little bit of a cluster this morning because I wiped my camera out. Now we got to make sure that everything is all set up properly and ready to go. And that should be working good. Okay, so we got 3-2-5, Justice 5. Let's mark that point of 5. We're going to come out at 640 across with the new level here. So that's gonna be $100 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 120, and that's 6 and 8. And we're gonna stick with that 5, 4, 2, 3 dice set. And remember, tomorrow we're gonna be doing our show a half an hour early tomorrow and ending a half hour early tomorrow. I have got a meeting to go to in the morning. We're actually gonna be closing on my mom's house. We sold her my family, my childhood house actually, and we're closing on that tomorrow. So 5, 4, 2, 3, all bets set. I actually selling it to my nephew. So it's gonna stay in a family, just a different family. Does that make sense? Oh, that was a little bit high energy. We have a 2, 6, 8, and that is the Duracell 8. So go out, support free live content, give that thumbs up where deserved, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. So we have a little bit of a slow start here, so we're going to try to get a little bit more spin and a little bit less chin, unless you guys have something that you want to talk about in the chat. Yeah, I'm in charge of all my mom's stuff as well, financial, medical, and she has Alzheimer's right now, so it's really difficult to work with. But we got an 8 on that last roll there, so we're going to pressure that 6 and 8 up to 180 each. So we're going to drop in $60 on each of them. And our goal again on this level is to get a pressed up number or a number hit. We'll press up that number as well as the sister number. And then we'll try to get that pressed up number to hit a second time before we can regress our bets. Good morning, Uncle Hoku. And all bets set. 19 people playing along. We got 25 people watching. Peace out. And we got a 3, 2, 5. The point is made. So we got another winner 5. So the puck will come off. But before we turn our bets off, we're going to make that 5 and 9 look like 170. So let's increase that up to 170 on the 9, 170 on that 5. That's an up and off bet. So all of our box numbers are off now until we get a new point established. We have 280 brought back to the rack already. So it's out of Tampa. Okay. Or out of Cape Canaveral is where you're going in December. Okay. So that's awesome. Again, guys, get a hold of Derek if you guys are interested in doing that. I know that Zeppi also mentioned that if you go through the Premier Hosting group, that they may able to get may be able to help get you a discount or a free cruise. Obviously, you'd have to pay taxes and port fees on that, but get a hold of them and maybe they can help you out there as well. 5423 days out. Looking for a new point. And we have a square pair, the 4-4 heart 8. So let's mark that point of 8. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3 is a dice set. 4-4 heart 8 square pair. And our dice are landing. That's a couple times during the warm up, as well as that time they're landing super tight together and they're smacking apart. And that's something I really don't want to see. I do want them to land close and then land close to the back wall, but I don't want to see them smack apart, split apart because they hit each other when they land. But we have all of our box numbers are going to be turned back on again. And all bets set. So we're again 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll go face out. We got a 5, 6. That is the Yo Chef. It's going to be no help for us. I don't mind how those dice landed that time. 4, 2, 3, 5, 6. Yo, result. Again, that was no help for us. I don't have anything on the ends there. So we'll call that all bet set right away. And dice out. And that left die stopped. Damn it. We got a 5-2 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So that left eye did not get all the way down like I wanted it to. And the result is a 7-0. So we needed an extra hit there to get out of the shooter. So we started in a little bit of a hole here. We'll stick with the all winner set one more time here and see what happens. 5, 4, 2, 3. So Glenn is $18 shy of goal. And I am $1,500 shy of goal. So let's see if we can work our way out of this one. Again, we have had 3 days of awesome shooting here. So we're bound to determine to have a bad day coming up here, but hopefully that today is not that day. So 5, 4, 2, 3, dice out. I have no line bets right now. That right one did jump up and over. We got a OMC craps, all the dots, all the spots. Midnight says it's going to be a pass line loser. Come out, loser. But that is going to be one of the bookends for those of you playing at ATS. So it did a full press on a 5 and 8 and then regressed on the next hit. Okay, that's awesome. So you got goal. Awesome. 5, 4, 2, 3. Again, no line bets for me. Still looking for a point. This is shooter number 2. Face out. And we got a 6-5 Minmo Yo. That's gonna be a pass line winner. Come out natural. So we got 2 of the bookends there. And that is Chiro coming to us from above. Still looking for a point here. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. And we got a 1, 3, 4. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So it's marked that point of 4. Yeah, using a 5, 4, 2, 3 dice set. And that one almost didn't get to the back wall. They both kind of slid in. They landed and caught, and it just kind of slid right in. But we're gonna go 640 across again. $100 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 120, and that's 6 and 8. 5, 4, 2, 3 is what we're gonna stick with. And we'll call that dice out. And we got a 4, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end, Daddy Joe. So that's going to be hit number one, and that is a nice hit for us. This is going to give us two options on this level now, and I'll go through the options as soon as we get everything entered in here. So option number one is doing a 160 across pressure because that was 195 brought back after the VIG. So that's what we're going to do this time. So we're going 160 across pressure. Option number two is we can do that 410 flip, the Daddy David 410 flip. And I think I'm going to reserve doing the 410 flip for days that we are in profit. Otherwise, we just do the 160 cross pressure. Ungoal, says Glenn. Sorry, Glenn. But that should have been a sorry, Glenn, because the 6-4-10 is a sorry, Glenn. The 4-6 is Daddy Joe. So all bets set. Dice out. 4, 2, 3. Wow. 6, 1, 7. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So we are down $1,280 here off of this. So we're going to switch off of this all winner set here because it's obviously not all winners. It's all losers. I'm going to go back to the cousin 2 set. We'll work our way through that. Oh my God, that was terrible. So now we got some major catch up to do here. Good morning, Dan. So you reached the 2-man and a van moving service. You have. John got a hold of me last night and we're starting to make plans. We're not exactly sure when it's going to be delivered, but I have a couple things I need to do at the table, some alterations that need to be done, which I will record that all on video. So we're going to go 3, 6, 3, 2 on our dice set. And we'll call that all bets set here. Let's see if we can get a little bit longer of a roll now. That's a major money to be making up here. And we'll go all bets set. Dice set. Got a 2-1-3 ace deuce on the come out. That's again on the pass line loser. Come out loser is the Alfredo sauce. 3-6-3-2 is the dice set. We'll go 2-1-3 results. And that is no hope for me, no sacrifice for me either, because we don't have any line bets. We'll go 3-2-3-1 for our new dice set. 3-2-3-1. Matt Hedder's asking if it's a tub or what size. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to. All bets set. 3-2-3-1. Preview and top. Cousin 2 set. A little bit of a rollback, but we have a 2-4-6. That is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So it's marked at point of 6. This will be our last attempt at trying to get something to hit here. 3-2-3-1. And if I didn't get anything to hit off of this time around in the real casino, I would be walking away either for the day or for the session. Because we would hit our stop loss at this point here. So we're gonna go 640 across. Oops, wrong button. Again, 100, 4, 5, 9, and 10, 120, and that's 6 and 8. And all bets set. We're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 4. 1, 2, 1, 4 is our new day set. 1, 2, 1, 4. It's up. And we got a 1-4-5. That is a truck and camper. So that left die hit and kind of skidded around the back there and popped off just a little bit. And that was using a 1, 2, 1, 4 dice set. So it's gonna be a single pitch of the dice. And we're going to go to 170 on that 5 and 170 on a 9. And that brings us to a 5, 1, 5, 4 dice set, 2V on the bottom. Dice up. Good morning, Danny. Oh, the table for Jen. I have the measurements. It was listed on the Crafts for the Cure website. It is like 37 inches wide by 28 inches tall or 29 inches tall, and it's like a quarter of a table. So it's a throwing station. So and we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. And that's the one that I had that promo video that came out for the Crafts for the Cure. And that's what she won on the raffle. 5154. Ace deuce result. And that'll be no help for me. If I bring it to Florida, Derek will get it back to Jen eventually. Uncle Hook was going dark side, says Jerry Mitchell. Let's go with a 4142 dice set. And dice out. And again, that left one did not get all the way down, but we got lucky this time. We got a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. So that is going to be a winner 6. And again, that was using a 4142 dice set. And we have a 156 result. So the puck will turn off. We're going to increase our bets on the 6 and 8 before we turn our bets off. So we're going to go to 180 on that 6 and 180 on that 8. Yeah, that's an up and off situation. Again, 280 brought back to the rack. We have 900 on a table at the current moment. And that was a 1-5. Now the dice rolled when I brought it back to the table here. So that's going to put us at a 3-1-3-5 dice set during the come out. 3-1-3-5. And that is an upside down 3V on top. And look how that's set. So Dice Dr. Dan is asking if Derek is still beardless, and he goes that he hates Potter. And the backstory on that, if you don't know, is that Colonel Potter donated $500 to the Crafts for the Cure if Derek shaved his beard on video. And I'm sorry, Derek, that was you. You brought that on yourself. You said if anybody donated $500, you would do it. So, and we do appreciate it. We really do. 3-1-3-5, looking for a new point. Dice out. Ooh, that left one jumped up really high. We have a 6-3-9. That is the soft 9, the easy Frank. So it's marked at point of 9. And again, that is using a 3-1-3-5 dice set. And we have 6-3-9 results. So the puck will be on at 9, and our bets do turn back on. 5, 6, 5, 3 is our dice set. Our new one, 5, 6, 5, 3. Dice out. And we finally got out of the shooter. And this time we got a 369. That is the triple D, the dice Dr. Dan. So we finally got out of the shooter. We're being profit here. 5, 6, 5, 3 is the dice set. 369. So we're not going to have to worry about hitting our stop loss on this shooter at least. So what we're going to do is we have 518 brought back to the rack currently. And that was a winner 9 early. That was a Buckeye buckshot. So we're going to pull all of our bets down and we'll go up on our different level once we get a new point established here. So I didn't even realize that was a Buckeye buckshot right away. 2, 3, 2, 6 is our new dice set. 2, 3, 2, 6. Mad Hatter's throwing some little jives into Derek there. And dice out. 2, 3, 2, 6. And we have 3, 4, 7 on the come out. So that's gonna be a pass line winner, come out natural. And we kind of hit that mixing bowl a little bit there. So gotta get our landing zone a little more to the left. 2, 3, 2, 6. 3, 4, 7. Sorry, Jen. But Jen said she's adjusting her strategy for when I throw the dice. 3, 6, 3, 2 is what we're going to go to. There's our base 3V dice set on a cousin 2 variety. 3, 6, 3, 2. And we'll call that dice out. Dice are comfortable. Let's reset them here. Looking for a point. Again, we hit that mixable, but this time we got a 5, 6 Yo Chef. So we had one that taketh, we have one that giveth. It is a pass line winner, come out natural. 3, 6, 3, 2 with a 5, 6 Yo result. Play the don't on Joe's come out rolls. That's right. I always said, always play a DC, not a DP if you're going to play it on me. I don't do it on purpose. That's just the way the dice roll. But 3, 5, 3, 6 is our new dice set. 3, 5, 3, 6. And dice out. Still looking for a point here. It was for a great cause. You are 100% right there, Dirk. No more DPs, says Jen. And we got a 6, 2, 8. That is the Duracell 8. So it's marked at point of 8. And you guys, please do what Duracell always suggests here. Hit that thumbs up, please. That'd be greatly appreciated. 3, 5, 3, 6 was the dice set. 6, 2, 8 was the result. So the puck is going to go to the 8. You know, we're going to put our bets back up now. But we're going to reduce them because we had made past that break-even point here. So we're going to go $90 on the 6, $90 on the 8. We're going to go 75 on the 5, and we're going to go 50 in the field. And then we're also going to pick up our hardways for $5 a piece. So that's going to be the new level here once we get out of the shooter. So we have 518 brought back to rack. We have 325 on the table. So we have a little bit of recovery going here, and we have potential to start increasing our money brought back to the rack here. So we use that field to populate. No matter what hits, that field will help populate the box numbers. So we'll give this a spin, give it a try here. We got 3, 6, 3, 2 dice set. And all bets set. Dice out. So K Fisher, it may go already. That's awesome. So Glenn's only 250 from goal again. 3, 6, 3, 2. Dice out. A little bit long on the lines. We got lucky. We got a 6, 3, 9. That is the soft 9, the easy frank. So again, that was using that 3, 6, 3, 2 dice set. And we got a 6, 3, 9 result. So that's gonna be a hit on that field bet. So we're gonna pick up the 9 for $50. So now we're double covered on that 9. And we're gonna go 5, 6, 5, 3 for our dice set. 5, 6, 5, 3. So the ultimate situation here would either be picking up the 9 or hitting in aces or midnight. But either way, we're going to be able to be all the way across after this next hit here. So we'll go all bets set and dice out. Again, we hit that mixing bubble. We have another 6, 2, 8 Duracell 8. So that's going to be a nice little hit for us as well. 5, 6, 5, 3. And we got a 6, 2, 8 result. So it's going to be 618 brought back to the rack, and that was another winner 8. So we are hitting our points. That's a third point that we've hit on this shooter here, which shows some consistency of the rolls here. 3, 6, 3, 2 is what we're going to go to. We did lose that pass or the field bet, but we still made enough put up money on one of the numbers here. We're probably going to go all the way across here. Let's do this once. Let's bring our bets down. And we're going to go 288 across now, up and off. So all of our bets are down. 288 across looks like 160 across. Plus, we're going to go 4 more units across on each number. So that's 128 across addition. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to look like 45 and 4, 5, 9, and 10, 54, and it's 6 and 8. We'll turn our bets off while we look for a new point here. So we have 618 brought back on the shooter in the rack. We have 288 on the table. So hopefully that made sense as I described it. 3, 6, 3, 2 is our new dice set. Dice out. Dice did cross there. We have the Old Bay Bushel, the 5-5 hard 10. So let's mark that point at 10. And I bet you I sniped Glenn there. 3, 6, 3, 2 with a 5-5 hard 10 result. So we have some recovery built into this level on the strategy. All we need is that midnight for the tall. 3, 6, 3, 2 is what we're going to go back to. And all of our box numbers are turned back on, and we're going to start. Oh, yeah, I got them only by 150 bucks. 88 across. I know, Dan. You got to describe this out to some of these dealers, but you just say, hey, I need 45 and a 4, 5, 9, and 10, and 54 and that's 6 and 8. That's 288 across. But Oh, well, if they can't figure out, they get paid to do that shit. If they can't figure out, if they don't like it, tough, tough, tough. No tips for them. No soup for them. 3632 dice out. We got a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. And that is another Buckeye Buckshot. Wow. And that is a 4-point fire bet, I believe. It is going to be a 4-point fire bet. So that is awesome. 3632 is the dice set. And we get 6-4-10 result. So the 4-point fire bet would hit if we had that on our table, which we do not. And as a recovery point here, we're going to make that 4 and 10 look like $50. We'll bring the rest of that back to the rack, and then that is an up and off bet. So all of our box numbers are turned off again. 706 brought back 298 on the table now. We're going to go 2624 for the new come out. 2624. I sniped you again there. Oh my God. So Glenn, if you were to go, you gotta go to the cage there. I have played the fire bet when available sometimes, Dan. Sometimes I'll just throw $5 on it. And the only places I played the fire bet, well, I saw that down in Vegas a couple times, but I played it in Chicago a lot of times. So that's where I've seen it the most. 2624. Looking for a new point. They sell it. So everybody down in Chicago plays it, though. They throw $5 on it. Easy bet for them. The only difference between, oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. This is going to be a pass line come out loser. But we got OMC Craps, all the dots, all the spots, midnight. Let's light up half of that screen green. So even though it is a loser, that should be nice for you guys. 2624 was the dice set. And we have 6612. That is the tall, ladies and gentlemen. So the biggest difference, though, Dan, I saw with the fire bet between Vegas and Chicago is that if you hit all 6 points, you get DJ calls says no Joe. Where's DJ on there? I don't know. Yeah, not a single small number. That's pretty cool, huh? So the biggest thing with the fire bet for Chicago compared to Vegas that I saw was that if you hit all 6 points, it pays out 1,000 to 1 in Chicago. And it paid out like 500 or 4 something to 1 on the 6 point down in Vegas. So the payout was like half. So we'll call this all bets set here. We're still looking for a point here. Back on the 3632 day set. And there's a, so that tall is no help for me because I don't have an ATS bet out there. And we got a 5-4 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So let's mark that point of 9. And again, I was using a 3632 dice set. And 549 results. So still have not gotten a small number yet on this shooter. All of our box numbers will be turned back on. 6, 5, 6, 4 is our new dice set. Cross 6s on top. 6, 5, 6, 4. Dice out. So Glenn says the voice in his head says, "Don't walk away satisfied. Get more." So you mean the angel on your shoulder is what you're saying, right? Oh my God! I mean the devil on your shoulder. I'm sorry. 6, 5, 6, 4. Dice out. Yeah, we got the Old Bay Bushel again. 5, 5 hard 10. So that is a nice hit again for us. Oops, that was a 5-5, not a 5-6. Now it's using a 6-5-6-4 dice set. 5-5 hard 10 result. So that's gonna be a nice hit for us. We're gonna go to $100 on that, not on the 10 now. 4 brought back to rack, 348 on the table. 3632. Good morning, Dusted. So Jerry had 49.50 on that tall. 3632. It's out. And that is going to be a 347. So that is going to be the end of this roll. And that is an ouch. So we did a little bit of recovery here on this shooter. 3632 was that dice set. 347 result. And that was what, 18 rolls long. So we're going to stick with that cousin 2 set. This will probably be our last shooter. See if we can get back up to that break-even point. We started off with 93.34 for the day. We're back up to 85.65. So that means we're still down about just a little bit under $800 yet. But we were down quite a bit. We were down almost $1,300. So that we recovered $456 on that shooter. That was nice. Thank you, Jerry. Hit that bowl and ouch. Yeah, I know. I agree with you. Mad Header. 3632. For some reason, when I'm throwing today, I'm pulling the dice. I'm not really releasing them fast enough, and they're hitting. A lot of them are hitting that mixing bowl today, which is not what my goal is. My goal is to hit somewhere in this area, and for some reason, they're over about 4 inches. And again, I think I'm holding on to it just a split second too long. That's what the problem is on that. But dice out. 3632. And a fire bet paid 25 to 1 there. Sharpshooter paid out 10 to 1. So I think the new version of Crapsee, whenever it comes out, is going to have the fire bet and the sharpshooter bets on the table. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm almost positive. 538, the grape 8. So it's marked that point of 8. And this is shooter number 4. 3632 is the dice set. 538 is the result. Marking a point of 8. That's going to allow us to go again. 640 across. Nine, 4, 5, 9, and 10. 120 on that 6 and 8. And we're going to go 1, 5, 1, 3 for our new dice set. 1, 5, 1, 3. And our roll count is down pretty big today for some reason. Dice outs. Yeah, Joel says that was the plan, the last that he had heard, as far as adding the fire bet and the sharpshooter, not sharpshooter, fire bet and repeater bets. There you go. Dice out. Ooh, did you see that? That left one just like smacked hard. 5-4, hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So it's gonna be hit number 1. Yeah, that left one landed almost on top of the right one, just smacked right off. 1, 5, 1, 3 dice set. So that means that those dice are staying pretty damn tight together when they're going down a table there. We had a 5-4 results. So again, we're going to go to 170 on that 5 and 9. That's an increase of $70 in each of them. Again, we're pressing up that number hit as well as the sister number. We're going to try to get that pressed up number to hit a second time. We have 5-4. So that's going to put us at cross sixes on top. 6-5, 6-4 dice set. And dice out. And we got the hard fuzzy 422. Let's go on a cruise with Brian from Holy Roller. So that's gonna be a hit number 1 again for this shooter. No, it's hit number 2 for this shooter. That should be enough to get us out of this shooter. 6-5, 6-4, or almost enough to get us out, but that'll be getting us enough to come down on our bets and go to the next phase of this plan here. So this is the second shooter for the day that we've gotten out of. So 335 brought back to the rack. Let's bring our bets down. We'll go 90 on the 6, 90 on the 8. We'll go 75 on that 5. We'll go 50 on the field. And that means we have 305 on the table. Let's put $5 on each of the hardways. We have 335 brought back to the rack, 325 on the table. 36, 32. And now we're going to start using that field to spread across here. Dice out. 33 people watching here. We got 28 people playing on Crapsee. Again, the dice smacked apart. I don't know if you guys could see that on there. Oh my God. It's driving me nuts. 426. Kevin the Carpenter 2. I have 4. And 6-5, 6-4 is the dice set. 4-2-6 result. So usually the dice are pretty tight when you land for me, but not this tight, like I'm seeing a lot today. But we're gonna lose that field, but we made enough to go back up on the field for 50 and put $50 on that 9. So that'll be basically a profit of $5, but we lost the 5 on that 6, hard 6. So we're gonna go back up again. So that was a break even proposition there. So let's go cross sixes on top again. 6-4, 6-2. Nice out. Four, 1, 5. That is the truck and camper. And again, 6-4, 6-2 dice set. And 4-1-5 result. So again, we're going to lose that field, but we still have enough to go back up on the field for 50. And we'll pick up, what should we pick up? Let's pick up that 10. So we'll buy the 10 for 50. And that gives us 440 brought back to the rack, and we've got 425 on the table. And that's going to give us 2V on top, 2421, upside down 2V. 2421. Dice out. And we got a 527. So that is going to be a 7 out. That is a Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So we made a little bit of profit off of this one. Not too much, but a little bit. 2-4-2-1. So our long rolls that we had the last 3 days in a row have since declined some. Let's go one more shooter. Let's see if we can get back to break even for the day here. But we did do some recovery. We're up to 85.80 for our bankroll right now. We started off at 93.34. So that puts us about $800 shy of break even. So let's see if we can get that back on this last shooter of the day here. 3632. Yeah, that was a low energy on that 5. It was extended play going nowhere. At $3 above gold now. And he will not go to the cage. He says, "Oh, you are going to the cage." Yeah. Smart move there, Glenn. Off that set here. 3632. Days out. This is where the monster roll's gonna come in. We got 314, the Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. So let's mark that point of 4. 632 dice at 314 result. And let's go 640 across again. I would have sniped Jay. Yes, I would have. Oh my god. 5351. Dice out. 1, 2, 3, ace deuce. So what was it? Last year we had all those tall numbers and hardly any small numbers. Now we're getting the small numbers here. And again, I was using a 5351. Ace deuce result. Mm-hmm. 4142. That ace deuce was no help for us, but 4142 is our new dice set. Now I'm gonna start going a little bit faster here, guys, so that we can get this roll in here before John goes live. 4142 dice out. Dice did cross on me. We have a 246. That is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. 4142 dice set. And we have a 246 result. 1 dice off access. And we are going to go to 180 on that 6 and 180 on the 8. That's going to give us a 1, 2, 1, 5 dice set. Cross 6s on the bottom. 1, 2, 1, 4. Dice out. A little bit long on the landing zone. We have a 538, and that is the grape 8. And that's using a 1, 2, 1, 4 dice set. With a 538 result. That's 350 brought back to the rack. We're not gonna go to the next stuff 3. We're gonna pull everything down. We're gonna go to that 288 across right away. So let's do, and we're not gonna do any hard ways right now. So let's do 160 cross and then the 4 units across there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 45 and a 4, 5, 9, and 10, 54, and that's 6 and 8. So we have 350 brought back, 288 on a table. So we have a little bit more recovery back in again. Let's go with a 1513. We're just going to start aggressively pressing up these numbers here. Get some money back to the rack and get back hopefully to that break-even point. If I took everything down right now, we'd be at 89.30, which is about $400 shy of where we started today. It's 1513. And we got a 5-6 Yo Chef using a 1513 dice set. 5-6 Yo. Good morning, John. You are here. I haven't seen you here for a while either. Been sleeping late or dog stuff or whatever's going on in your life. 3536. The last 3 days, John, we've had some monster rolls. I mean, literally monster rolls. We've had a couple days in a row where we had 30 plus rolls. Yesterday we had 2 in the high 20s. Only 3 shooters yesterday. Today, not so great. But we're going to try to work our way through this here. Dice out. 3536. 3V on top. Again, those dice landed. Damn it, John. Everybody, I hope you turn your bets off with John. Yeah, 437. Ouch. Ah. Never fails. 3536. Dice set. And 437 result. So this is going to be chalked up as a losing day today, which we haven't had one for a while. So I guess we were due. We did make $62 on that one, so we got out of the shooter there. So we finished our bankroll today at 86.42, which is about a $700, just shy of $700 decrease this morning. So John goes, good lordy, but let's go through our statistics for the day here. We had 5 shooters, 6, 5, 18, 6, 6. So the 18 is abnormality. SR today was 8.2. SRR was a 6.8. There really was no strong numbers today. I guess the 11 was probably a strong one, if you will. 7s were still below expected, but box numbers, inside numbers are about expected. 4s and 10s are about expected. Come on, 7s are low today. Horns were high. Fields are high today. Hardways were low. Looking at our black belt statistics through the end of yesterday, and look at these numbers. They are starting to creep up on us now. We have 7,671 throws on black belt through the end of yesterday. And we're coming in at a 9.90 SOR, a 6.67 SRR, and oh, that BSR is not right. I don't know. I must be. I can tell you exactly what I did. Let's see if we can fix that really quick here while we're on the roll here. So we did 44 rolls on there. So let's enter in a 44 there. There we go. That'll adjust that BSR. So our BSR is at a 6.86. So anyhow, I thank everybody for joining in here. And let's see what we got. After recover from the first shooter, he made a small gain, says Scott. Glenn's heading over to HCS, so Brian should hopefully be ending his morning shows here pretty soon. You are very welcome there, Coffee Land. And slightly winning day today, but shy of goal, says K Fisher. So I'm glad a lot of you guys did make goal or came close to whatever. Stats are great with the 7,000 rolls. Thank you, John, very much. Instead of say it in the ER, says Jen. But hey, guys, thanks for joining today. We will make this a little bit better tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow I am going early, start my show a half an hour early tomorrow because I do have an appointment a little bit later in the morning there, so I need to get my show done earlier. But hey, my name is Joe. This is my Crapsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.